Hi guys, welcome to Grudy's e30 M3 update. I thought I'd do a little bit of an update at least. I've been busy. I've got a customer job that I need to bring in the shop. Should have been in Monday. Today is Tuesday. It's about 1 a.m. I had to finish this first. I had to work out how I was going to do a handbrake, and it's hydraulic, so excuse me. What I did was I decided I wanted to run a master cylinder that was a pass-through. I've done all the investigations I needed. I've done a bunch of stuff. Oh, no, that'll be fine. I'm just looking at my job at the moment. And, well, this is what I've come up with. So, factory handbrake, and I have a plastic, not a leather. I did have a leather, I don't know where it is. The cables used to come off here and go through the floor. Those holes have been blocked, and I've cut them off under the car. I've put a piece of a brake clevis, like a 90-degree brake piece in. It has brake pin. That is the piece off the ball joint clevis off the pedal, and I put that into the lathe, and I lathed this down and threaded it for this 1.7, or it's a 0.7 of an inch master. And I've run it this way on purpose because I want the lines down. Now, watch this. How much throw do you need? I think this is going to go a few clicks. That's it. How perfect is that? And this is what I needed. And it's strong. It's strong as, so I've welded it here. And I've welded across the bottom, and there's two nutserts under there. So whatever it is it's pulling on here anyway. So all the strength will be on this weld here, which was burnt in nice and neat. Put a bunch of heat into it. Had to take all this off, weld it, and then I welded on the floor, and it started smoking under the floor. So yeah, I've been busy. I've been getting stuff done. I have a bunch of new parts that have arrived. Just little stuff. I have my battery box in under the floor. Like, this is the stuff that come out of the black car. That hole needs to be opened up so the Odyssey can go in from the top. I have, thank you Hunter for pointing it out, I have the central seatbelt mount because I have an M3 rear seat that is cut out of one of the side mounts out of a back section of a car I have outside. Right, the tunnel is all but done. So we have to now. I have to enter with the rest of this tunnel because I finished that part. So once I've put brake lines under, I'll start doing that. Now, hold on. Right, it's up in the air. Oh, and it's not a Get Drag 260. It's got a 265 behind an M20. So that's a M30 265 overdrive box. That was the mount that came out of 635 or 633. Rightio, we have our oil block mounted. I have the portioning valve mounted, some brake lines going in. I'll start doing the rear brake line this week. All underneath's been detailed now after I've welded these parts back in because I'd cut them out. It's messy. It's race car ready. And I've started making new brake line mountings. So, can you see? Yep, you can see that. So I drilled one of them out of the other car and I've put it there. Nice and neat. This will be nice and legal. This is all, I'm trying to do it as legal as I possibly can, so if it ever gets defected, I might be able to pass it. I don't know, we'll see. It's 6-cylinder, it's all factory gear. The brakes are a little bit out of control, huge. Suspension's a little bit next level, but it's not welded coilovers, so theoretically it can all be engineered. And most of it won't need to be engineered due to the fact it's an M20. So yeah. I need to point this out. This is a 1983 car. I chose the earliest possible car I could. So this is actually a K-Jet car. Now that means I can legally go carby because it is such a shitbox injection. It is literally K-Jetronic. It is mechanical piston pedal, and they called at Regency, they called it a sprinkler. And when I inquired, and they said with E21s, I could go to Weber's. So being a K-Jet 318, yes, it can go to Weber's. So you've got to play the game the right way. So yeah, getting there anyway. Made some new brake lines. All the brake lines will be brand new on this. I've had these floating around for a while. I've just put a joiner in there for when I start butchering this shit back out and making my fuel tank fit properly. And I have to play with the towers and bring the top down and cut them back this way. So yeah, still a bunch of fab work to go, but the battery will sit in there nice and neat. It sat really good in the last one, and being an Odyssey gel battery, it's a Odyssey red top, I think it is, I've got. Yeah, so yeah, had to repair some holes that I'd cut, and I had the centre mount back here, and the metal was thin, and I beat it up with a hammer, and it was fatigued, and I was busting holes, and it was just a nightmare. This car's been a bit like that. It's really opened my eyes to the small amount of stuff I actually have for metal forming. I can't really restore cars and do that stuff anymore. I think I need to pull the pin on doing the restoration stuff. I just don't enjoy it. Pulling engines out, putting them back in sucks. I'm happy to do the work, but I actually don't like doing rust work. I don't like doing the metalwork side of it. The shop's not set up for it. The shop's not set up for paint. It's not set up for any of the metalwork stuff. It's set up for minor mechanical, set up for a bit of engineering stuff. It's set up for exhaust systems, and motor fits and stuff are fine. But then you get into engine bay detailing and just the rust side of it and the metal side of it gets so taxing on your breathing and everything else. So I will do it for me. But yeah, next step is engine mounts. Set up the height of the gearbox, get it straight with the centre bearing. Now the reason for running, rightio, we run a X5 tail shaft with the big CV on the rear, and then it's got a uni to a guibo. So I will remake the front half, and the reason I'm doing this is because the front half will be fine. I won't have any issues. If I break a uni or I break a CV, I'll just be able to replace the rear half, and I have spares. So yeah, hold on. I have these, which I bought the other day. These are left-hand drive M54 E30 E46 headers. They don't fit, but I think I might just cut and shut them and make them work. We'll see. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do. I think it's probably the easiest way to get it running without too much hassle. So yeah, it's up there. Stuff's happening. Oh, cranks in, pistons are in, rods are in, short motor's buttoned up. Seen the head yesterday. Today. That'll be nearly finished. It looks really, really good. It has proper race seats in it now. Gets profiled ready so as we can run the profile through the chambers and match all the chambers, because the chambers are all up the shit. They're everywhere. So hopefully a couple of weeks I should be able to have some sort of programming. 3 or 4 weeks. Hopefully the head's done. And then the engine will be ready to go back together by then. Headers will be done. Mounts will be all done. It'll be ready to go in the car by probably middle of November. So I need everything else done around it. So then the motor can be dropped in. All the airbox will be built. All that stuff will be done ready. So let's all go from here. 100 days today till some mats. And it's just sitting on the hoist. Wait, let's see if we can get rid of that glare. No, oh yeah. She's still bare. You have a good night. Hope you have a lovely day and a lovely week.